What is that? That's terrifying. Don't like this. Nope, I don't like it. No, what the? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Rebels Season 4, Episode 5 and 6. I'm very excited to get into these episodes. The last one felt like the first premiere of Season 4, compared to Sabine's one, which felt like more of the conclusion to Season 3. And basically, we just got a lot of, I guess, setup or hints with the Death Star. It's reminding you how close these episodes are to A New Hope. They destroyed the giant kyber crystal, which powers the laser. They are getting unbelievably close to this secret, which is getting exposed by Saw, no matter how nuts and crazy he is. He's getting close, which is undeniable. And I'm just hoping that the characters can figure this thing out quickly, and I wouldn't mind if this becomes like the main plot thread for the entire season, that they actually find out about this gigantic death weapon, and then that leads into A New Hope, where the C-3PO and R2-D2 have the plans, and then Luke gets involved. Now, just seeing the quality of these episodes jump up has been a joy to watch, and alone is making me very excited just to see what comes next, just seeing the locations that we go to. Mandalore looked really cool, just seeing the scale of everything with the ships. The Dish episode where Hera and Kanan were flying the Ghost and they were trusting each other through the fog. Beautiful. Then the explosion with the green kyber crystal in space. Again, it just feels like a giant upgrade in quality. And I cannot wait to see just visually what the show does from here. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to go back into the character cycle like we have seen with previous seasons. Of course, that did change with Season 3 when Sabine got a lot. So I don't know if that will happen again, or if we'll be following more of a stronger story thread in just maybe following and investigating the Death Star, which I would not be opposed to. Or it could be following Ezra in his battle between thinking smaller picture and big picture. He wants to save Lothal. I can't blame him. The TIE defenders are such a pain, and it would be great to actually deal with them. But of course, there is the large rebellion, which I think is another issue for him. It's like, what do you do there? He is right in wanting to free Lothal, because it would solve a major issue for the rebellion, since these things are coming into production. But also it'd be great to see him flourish into wanting to help the rebellion as a whole, because that would help Lothal as well. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
We're coming up on Yavin 4.
Every time I see that red planet, I'm concerned that it could be Dathomir. It's red. I'm sorry.
No! Ezra?
What now?
I saw old Joe. I heard Ryder. I think they're in trouble.
Gotta head to Lothal.
It's never in the briefings anymore. No one even mentions it. We promised Ryder we'd go back.
Could he be faking it?
They're suffering, Hera.
Everyone is suffering, Ezra. You need to be patient.
I don't know if he does need to be patient or if you actually do need to go there. She's changed her hair again. Does this mark the... She's changed her hair. Is this... Is this the official start of Season 4 then? Or what was the last episode? Did she have a different hair in the last episode? I don't know.
Commander Bridger, Senator Mothma has requested your presence.
Interesting. Singled out.
The Empire is beginning trials on a new version of its TIE Defender.
New version of the thing?
The upgraded fighter.
No.
Ryder Azadi's transmission from Lothal was cut off.
He wasn't faking it. They're in trouble.
I have witnessed the threat of the TIE Defender firsthand.
Yes, you did. With Hera.
A new development with these fighters. The rebellion needs to know.
And they won't stand a chance against them if they improve.
I'm looking for volunteers.
When do I leave?
When do we leave?
Yes, you're a family. Go together. I prefer Sabine with the white hair.
The occupation of Lothal has become a complete lockdown.
Oh, it's gotten worse?
There's no guarantee the rebellion can extract you if things go wrong.
How bad? Why? It's just a production factory. I mean, it's the strongest fighter, I guess, yeah.
But I'm going home to help my people, which means I'm there to stay.
Oh, excellent. Wait, so are they actually staying on Lothal? Wait, is that what it means? Are they just going to Lothal, getting in, and then just getting out is just not an option? Oh, this dude!
Sikatro Vizago, a criminal. He can't be trusted.
You want to talk?
Say that about you.
Yeah, and besides, Zago has a legitimate business on Lothal now.
Really?
Who told you that?
Hondo.
No.
Zago will get us through the Empire's blockade. He needs the money.
What would Hondo consider a legitimate business? I feel like Hondo would consider himself a legitimate businessman. That is not a word to go by.
Do you have them?
Come see for yourself.
Oh, more of these things.
Smuggle us through the blockade with your Imperial permits, and the puffer pigs are all yours.
Oh, there's so many. Do I like that they're doing this in animal trafficking? Do I like this? I guess the ends justify the means.
I'm not allowed near the filthy beasts. I'll
Okay.
scare them. Apparently, there's something wrong with my face.
Yeah, they don't like it.
Well, At least yours is unique.
No sympathy.
You're in command of the ghost now. Take care of her. I will want her back.
A lot of trust. I love this so much. They trust him so much now.
All the trouble it gave me. Now
You're piloting
I'm in
it.
command of it.
It's awesome.
Oh, no. She was talking to me.
Oh.
Why would she give the ship to you?
Go find her just to be sure.
Did Star Destroyers?
Well, I'd say you'd answered your own question then.
Rex. Oh, can we get development between these two? Rex and Callus. That could be fun. Getting these two to be friends again. Did he give up the pilot seat? Oh, wow, he did. He gave it to Rex. He gave Rex Harris' seat. Wow. What are you up to? What are you doing? He's laughing.
What's wrong with my hat?
He's just laughing at Zeb.
What do you mean, ridiculous?
Oh, he's laughing at all of them.
Don't make me paint you again.
What's he doing? He's just loving it. Oh, what the?
The sky.
Fire everywhere.
Kanan, what have they done?
He can't see it.
Your home isn't exactly the place you remember. Better prepare yourself.
The theme as well. Oh dear, it feels so sad.
Transmit clearance codes.
Things I do for money.
Ugh. Like, you can see the planet. That's not clouds. That's just, oh.
I'm reading multiple unregistered life forms.
We've caught ourselves a smuggler.
Oh dear, no.
Broken Horn, clearance is granted. You are approved for landing.
No. Oh dear, this just seems awful. Oh, and the sky is all red. Is the whole place on fire? Okay, yeah, Ezra definitely wasn't faking his force visions.
They've burned it all away.
This is horrifying.
Permits are good. It's standard procedure to have a TIE fighter escort.
Really?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
How many times has this happened to you?
They're smuggling
This
things.
is the first.
Oh dear, you fool, no. What have they done to this planet? It looks so bad.
Gravity locks and a search crew? Must have scanned us on the way in.
Yeah.
Hey, if they don't find us, they got nothing.
Oh dear, you gotta stay hidden somewhere. The Zago must have plenty of hidden hidey spots in this place.
Hands up. There must be some kind of mistake.
Are you sure this is going to work?
You're gonna release them, just have them look at Zeb.
Ready, Zeb?
Yeah. Let me put on my useful face.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
You hear something?
And they've already blown up like balloons. Are they just gonna get confiscated? Oh, and then they get away. Good.
Yeah, little piggy. Come on, little money maker.
Oh, he's trying to grab one. Oh no.
Out of here.
Ah, dear. Oh no, he's trapped. He's staying there.
But if anyone can weasel his way out of trouble, it's him.
Go on, Ted. He'll be fine.
You, Sabine, and Chopper head for Joe's. Make contact with Ryder. Kanan, Zeb, and I will get us a transport.
It feels so depressing just looking at this planet and what it's turned to. Especially because we saw like a flash of something when Ezra said goodbye to his parents, didn't we? It looked beautiful. Now it's just this.
Protect Lothal and yourself. Report rebel activity.
Oh!
We're out past curfew. Let's see some identification.
Oh dear, this place has gotten awful. Why has it gotten this bad? They were just using it to produce TIE fighters.
It was the one place on all of Lothal where you actually felt the Empire wasn't welcome.
Oh no. And they have a new bartender. Has it become an Imperial bar?
I guess they feel pretty welcome now.
What happened to old Joe then?
I thought I saw 2 citizens walk this way. You see anything?
Javette? No, he did not.
Other ideas?
Let's get something to drink. Pardon me. Oh, sorry. Excuse
And they just walk right past awful people.
Are you trying to get us caught?
Are they underage?
It's not like anyone's gonna recognize us.
He might.
Oh yeah, you destroyed the TIE.
Your eyes do not deceive you, young man.
You're the bartender?
I am the vaunted Imperial ace, Baron Valen Rudor.
You destroyed his little grand opening with the pilot thing.
This establishment belongs to me now. Well, the Empire, of course. I've been entrusted to run it. You don't get many civilians in here anymore.
That just means you're bad at your business.
I used to come in here when it was called Old Joe.
Someone not Imperial. Who are you?
The ISB caught old Joe trying to help them escape.
Joe's been captured?
And executed.
Oh, I hate this guy. He says it with such glee.
Like a ghost town here. Everyone's in hiding.
Everyone's afraid, and they've got every reason to be.
Yeah.
There's someone coming. Get back!
Oh, good. His senses are amazing. Are they gonna get caught? Nope. They're very close.
It's been a while since we spent some time alone.
And when we do, it's in situations like this.
They're building their relationship more. It's amazing.
I wish I could see you.
Oh, you forget he can't.
You could always see me.
Why? Oh,
I found the speeders.
Zeb.
How many?
All of them, I think.
Okay, but yeah, they're doing more with their relationship. I love it. It makes me feel like the war's coming to an end. They couldn't define what they were and move forward because they never knew if one of them were going to die or not. But now I feel like they're actually committing to their relationship, and it feels like that could mean they see a future for themselves.
I understand he was loved by the community, but, well, a traitor is a traitor, and they must be dealt with.
Oh, I hate him.
We should go. Thanks for the drink, Baron.
Seems awkward. Why leave in the middle of a conversation?
Hey, will you get a hold of yourself?
Okay,
Hey, troopers, stop them!
Why? Why?
what's the problem?
Oleg! Oh, buddy! I've been looking all over for you.
Come on, save him, please.
Did you forget to pay for your drinks?
There we go. That's it.
You don't have any credits?
I thought you had credit.
I don't have any.
Why'd you come into a bar to begin with? Oh,
I got it! It's on me! This should cover my friend's drinks.
this is just... Oh, dear, this is awkward.
Well, that's very generous of you, and I didn't get your name.
That's okay.
Just go. Just go. Just go.
Let's not keep them waiting.
You can't recognize him, right? They can't recognize him.
Jai Cal. Yeah, it's been a while since our academy days, hasn't it?
Oh, wait, Academy!
Ryder kept sending me here in hopes that you'd show up. I tried to contact someone for a pickup.
Okay, good. So there is still a rebellion presence here.
We got it covered.
What? What's that? Is that... Oh, Zeb. It's gonna be Zeb. Please be Zeb. Yep, the hat. You can see the hat from a mile away.
Get in, now!
Go. What is Chopper wearing as well? What's he, like, got on? Oh, no.
We've been cut off.
What is that? Oh, dear, that's lethal. What now?
We need an exit, people, fast!
This way!
This is insane. This is horrifying. How bad is this planet now? Oh, no. Are you captured?
There's some rebels outside. They just blew up a speeder.
Okay, good, good. Fast thinking. Get in, close the door, lock it, and just punch the Baron in the face. Yes, good.
Old Joe ran smuggler tunnels throughout the town. Ryder told me about them once.
What if the Baron knows about
Find us an exit.
Okay, down he goes. I feel like that whole whatever he's wearing is going to make him slow him down and make him more clunky.
Gotta be another way.
Get down
You can
there.
always ask them.
I hate the sewers.
Too bad. You like living, don't you? Maybe it looked like the Baron was... No, he went out.
They went that
too.
way, hurry!
I was hoping it looked like he was harboring them and then he could be executed.
Did you know this wasn't sealed?
I had no idea.
Don't worry. There are only so many places they can...
Why trust him? Punish him. I don't like him.
Place is like a maze. Which way?
What's he saying?
Activate your beacon so Ryder can come get us once we're in the clear.
Well, so much for disguises.
No, just go, please. Okay, got all your stuff back. That's what Chopper was carrying. Droids.
What is it?
Droids, go! Thankfully I got rubbish aim when you're standing perfectly still. They're all around you. Oh, nice move. Okay, can we get moving, please? This is so tense.
Transmitting our position! We need to split up! Go!
Oh, I hate this. Why is this planet so bad now? This feels like a prison. Oh, the whole atmosphere around Lethal has gotten so much worse.
Is this the right way?
I don't know.
Great.
I'll go take a look.
I'm gonna get captured. People are at the top waiting.
That's a no!
Yep, nope, good. What's behind that door? What's behind the ladder? Can't see, can't see. And spotted.
Rebel, Squad 2, get down there.
What about the door behind the ladder? Can't that be used? What's excited you? No, Sabine's rebel symbol. Can you track that?
I hate these things.
Yep, they're awful. And they're gonna keep tracking you even when they're dead. These things need to be taken out so much sooner.
Didn't you grow up in a sewer?
I'm from the city. I've never been here.
Oh no.
Everything's different, Zeb. It's all changed. And this is my...
Now might not be the time to vent.
I didn't want to believe it. Lothal's gone. We already lost.
Whole place is just a bonfire now.
Forget Saw. You said as long as we're together, we've got a chance.
You got this. You can try. What is there left to salvage on this planet, though? Free the people. The people. You need the people.
That's my symbol.
Yes. Follow it.
Ryder knows that. Maybe he left a trail for us to follow.
But so does Thrawn. He knows it too. Should I be starting to get paranoid? Could Thrawn have laid a trap in the sewer network? But we haven't seen him. He could be not here. Oh, this place. This is where the radio dude betrayed you. Is it?
Where is the next symbol? I don't see
The
it.
fan's gone.
Maybe it's down the next pipe.
There's only one way to go.
Not this way, not this way!
Which way going then? Down, up,
Come on,
sideways?
another way out.
Oh, up there. Up, go up.
Turn around, Ezra. Go, go, go. They're right behind us.
But they're already here.
There's another pipe.
We're following these symbols, but we don't know where they went.
We were following them too.
Looks like we followed them into a trap.
Oh, dear. Was it placed by the Empire? Chopper, look. Scan. Up. Listen to the droid.
Somebody get up there.
Please.
I got it.
How can you go up a ladder when you're being shot at? Other people can't jump and use the Force.
How do we know there aren't stormtroopers up there?
Doesn't matter because we know they're down here.
Yep. Okay, defend her, good, but then you can't defend her when she's up higher and they can shoot at her. Okay, you can still shoot while on the ladder, that's something. Keep going. Oh, good, nice. Excellent, they can't follow.
I can't open the hatch.
Figure something out.
On.
It won't budge.
Ezra, force something.
Flash the control.
Ooh. Open. Sky. Who's there?
Good job, Sabine.
Wasn't her.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, right.
Welcome home.
Get up. Okay, where are you? Where? I can't make any idea of where you are. Okay, you're far out of the city and you have a ship. Move.
You came back here for us. Wasn't sure my message to the rebellion even got through.
Barely.
We need to plan an attack on the TIE Defender factory as soon as the rest of your forces arrive.
No, just them.
This is how a rebellion starts. Small, with a few people
Yes.
standing together. We've done it before.
Yeah, be helpful. He's optimistic. Go with it.
Get a look at the new fighter tomorrow. We'll see if you still feel the same about our chances.
What? You're that confident that chance is gone when he sees the fighter? How bad is it gonna get? What have they done to it? It's already a nightmare. What could they do to it? And it ends on such a lovely note. Wow, that was depressing. Okay, so this episode, wow. I enjoyed it, yes, but the feeling, the atmosphere is done so well in a way that makes you just sad and depressed about the state of Lothal. It really connects you to this planet, because I don't really feel much connection to other planets in Star Wars. Of course, you have the locations, they look cool and all this stuff, and they have all the events that happen there. Yavin, that's just the cool connection to what happens, it's an event. Lothal has actually made you feel a great connection to the actual planet and all the people that live there. What the Empire's done to it, turning it into basically a giant bonfire, is horrifying. I'm trying to get why they did this. They have other planets, but they don't look like this. They burnt it basically to dust and ashes. The people are kept into quarantine, all for a TIE fighter factory? That feels overkill. Granted, the TIE Defender is like probably one of their best weapons they have. Thrawn is behind the thing. It's an expensive thing to do and it's proven to be very effective. They definitely don't want the rebels to mess with it or their production of it, so of course they're going to defend it heavily. And why burn the rest of the planet and make the inhabitants suffer? It's like there's more going on here than just the TIE Defender. It feels too big to be just the ship production. They could build that thing in other places. They could probably, the best thing to do would be use the other planets to build it as well. Multiple places building this stupid thing and have an armada of them. Like, why? It's just so sad to think that the planet has become this, and this just awful. The giant Imperial presence feels just crushing and suffocating. The bar being taken over, and now know that old Joe is dead and executed. The awful Baron being in charge of the bar now, it just feels like every single new thing you learn about this place is just worse after worse. And it even ends in such a depressing way where Ezra's trying to be optimistic, trying to look on the bright side, they will get this sorted, and Ryder just squashes that, saying, oh, when you see the new Defender, your hopes are going to get squashed. They need the rest of the rebellion to help with this thing. It feels so hopeless at the minute. But I just do love how technically this episode works, with how they infiltrate it, and they really capture a good struggle here. It really does feel like they could lose at any second and be caught and captured. And this whole episode was basically spent with them on the run. They got in rather quickly, but in the rest of it, they were just trying to stay alive. Which is quite different to a lot of the other Rebels episodes where they're very self-contained. You have the start and the end and the setup and all this. This was basically just them getting on the planet and trying to live. That was it. They're trying to just escape with their lives. It makes me really excited for the next one, just to see if this can get any better, if there is any way they can actually help this planet and with the rebellion. But I do love that even in the whole very dark feel of this episode, you did have a one good, nice light in it, being Kanan and Hera. Absolutely loved their little moment and just seeing them just be a couple. It's nice. They're always surrounded by war. They can never really be together like they want to be, because they never know if one of them's going to die at any second. And like this whole time, their relationship has felt so beautiful in just how it works through the war. And with them actually getting closer, it feels like the war's coming to an end. They actually, because the only reason they can get closer is to think that they might have a future, that they want to give themselves this connection. They don't no longer fear that they'll be separated. They feel confident that they can win, so they start getting closer and they start talking to each other about their feelings more, and it's just nice to see. I hope we get more moments like that. It started in the Mandalorian episode, continued here. They had their scene in the last one in episode 3, where she was piloting and Kanan was guiding her. Beautiful, and now they're doing it again. Absolutely love it. It makes me hopeful in the midst of all this horrifying stuff that's happening on Lothal. Yeah, so the TIE Defender, that's changing. Something else is happening with it. It's getting worse somehow. There's a new version in development. At least it's not actually active. It's in development. I think it's... what did he even say? He just said a new version of it. He didn't say if it's in development or if it's actually in use yet. Oh dear. I'm scared. The TIE Defender is new anyway. It's a pain to deal with. Now they're making a new version. What is there to improve on it? Already has 6 lasers it can fire. Already has shields and hyperdrive, and it's just an incredible pain to deal with. What can be added to it? I'm half expecting them to be like mini Death Stars or something, where they're just equipped with like massive lasers that just rip through shields. I don't even know at this point. How can they get even worse? It's just making me so depressed thinking I need to get into the next episode now, just to see what this is, and if there is kind of a hope for the rebels when this thing comes. Is there a way to defeat them? Maybe a new version could expose a weakness. That could be something. If they like the Death Star had a built-in weakness with that one chute leading right to the core, that could be something. Their first version could have been flawless, and then they might have accidentally implemented a bad part. And it may look all fancy and more dangerous, but they could have accidentally implemented something that could destroy this thing. That gives me hope. Maybe that could be it. I need to get to the next one. I need to just see what this happens, and hopefully I get to feel a bit more hopeful and just happier, because this episode, wow, it's just so depressing, just seeing the state of everything and just thinking that there is really nothing they can do here. I'm already feeling happier. It's just some fun music, cute animals, and it's just nice. Okay, happier now. Please stay like this. And the planet looks nicer. It looks like, I guess, cooler colors, like not just the red of fire. This looks snowier. This looks nicer, but
I see plenty of interceptors, but that's nothing new.
Yep, nothing new.
My spies said this is where the test flight for the new TIE Defender will be.
Test flight, so one is in development. Great.
All I've seen of these stinking loath cats.
Oh, they like you.
The Empire's been fortifying their anti-aircraft defenses, and there are some new fuel tanks near the factory.
Okay, so the plan just looks worse in certain areas. And they're at Ezra's home?
My contacts tell me this new prototype is even tougher than the one you've already encountered.
How?
More powerful engines, upgraded targeting computers.
So technically better, not with new weapons.
That's why we're here, Zeb.
Oh, it's coming. What don't they like? A good little alarm system. Oh! That must be it. Oh, it sparkles too. Oh, it's got red on it. Fancy.
I still don't believe it.
You need to destroy this thing fast, and the plans for it, and the people that made it. Oh, you can't. There's so much that goes into this thing. People thought of this thing. What can you do?
Do we have anything that can match that speed?
I would definitely give the Ghost a run for its money.
Good. Don't say that. Who is it? Oh, it's that dude from the training academy.
If you had your recorder running, we should have enough intel for Rebel Command.
Mission accomplished.
Were you still or you came for the planet?
Sabine,
there we go.
We got what we came for.
What are you planning? What do you want to do?
We're gonna beat that thing. We need more than some pretty pictures.
You want schematics?
We need to get the flight data recorder.
From inside the ship?
Ah.
A complete record of the ship's range, top speed, shield array, weapons payload.
Yes, that would be good. That'd be amazing.
If we had hard evidence, finding a way to get it to Rebel Command is what I call a good problem.
Okay.
We can do it. Ryder, you and Zeb stay here and keep watch.
I love how difficult they're making this all. It does feel like a big issue that they're facing. How can they do all this? This thing is a nightmare. But does feel like a good step in the right direction. You got the cats following you. I like how the cats now like Ezra, because normally they would just attack him. Ignore it. Keep moving. Yep, good. Don't be suspicious. And the cats are still coming with you. All you need to do, really, is just be fast. Take them out, and the cats are still here. Cats are here.
This is no good. We need a distraction.
You got any ideas?
Cats.
I'll come up with something.
Cats. They're gonna do it for you.
Looks like my little friends beat you to it.
They're just doing your work for you.
That's what we get for building a base out here in the middle of nowhere.
You think they can fly?
They're cute, yeah.
Kind of like to see if they could.
Hey! Attack!
Nope, can't fly.
Attack him. Yeah! I love how they always go for the face. It's perfect. Oh, they're gonna run for them.
Get them.
Ah, yeah.
I like those cats more and more.
Yeah, and good that the soldiers were very prideful.
Give me a few minutes to remove it from the panel.
Can't you just copy the data?
No, faster to take the whole thing.
Okay.
Got a ship inbound from the south.
Why? Why? Every single time. Who's in there? It can never go smoothly.
Ezra, what's happening?
Oh, great. Okay, so we're actually in person again since the battle.
Something terrible.
Yeah. Things are gonna get real bad real fast. You got Thorn and Price here. And she's in the ship. What can you do? Can you try maybe take the ship?
Allow me to present the Defender Elite for your inspection, Grand Admiral.
Inspection.
And then I will provide you with a flight demonstration.
Oh, they're going to it.
Get ready. Things are about to get interesting.
She's in there. Maybe use it. But Ezra's still outside.
Sabine, we have to go now.
I've almost got it. Just stall him.
Stall?
How? It's Thrawn.
I'm confident you'll think of something.
What would happen if he just ran out and just started waving his hands around or something? What would Thorn do with that? What is that? That's terrifying. It's just staring. This is giving. Don't like this. Nope, I don't like it. What? No! What? Okay, stall. What? He was staring right at you. Why'd this guy just immediately start shooting at this person who they had no idea who they were?
Ezra Bridger.
Surprise? Capture.
I don't believe it. This thing has a Navi computer.
Navi computer. That's hyperdrive, right?
Take the information you have and report to base. We'll find our own way back.
Oh no. There is never a look of surprise with Thorn, is there? So he's just considering why would Ezra be here? That's what he's probably thinking right now. How fast can he think? Of course, he'd just go to TIE Defender. But he would assume he's not alone. And that's sending people to protect the thing.
Idea, but I think I have a better one.
Just take this thing. Take it. Please, take it. Come on, you got this, you got this, you got this. Just hope that Thorn doesn't join the fight.
Hey!
Fascinating.
Okay, yeah, just calm, fascinating, cool. Is he like perplexed or what on earth Ezra is trying to do? No, he would know his friends in there. Ezra, do not get captured because then he can use you to get Sabine to return the thingy.
Now's your chance. Get out of here.
Just stay down.
Yes, fire on the base. Excellent. Don't hit Ezra. Then you can take out Thorn while you're at it.
Sabine! Are you crazy?
Don't just stand there. Jump.
Jump. Stop moving. Nice. Take down the shuttle too. Take down everything. They could do nothing. Yes. And the shuttle. Don't forget about the last one. Then that delays them for quite a while. Shuttle. No way. What's he doing?
Grand Admiral, take cover.
That was... Oh, they got the ship. What? Why was he doing that? Why? Why?
They won't get faster. Its hyperdrive is offline.
I will activate the
activated.
ship's kill switch.
It has a kill switch?
This is a perfect opportunity for a combat test. Send your pilots to intercept.
Right away.
He's using this as an opportunity. They have a kill switch. What can they do? Tell me Sabine can, like, mess with the ship. Can they get it back to Hera? Deactivate the kill switch and reactivate the hyperdrive.
I'm done with this.
They're still following them?
You hear something?
You two are so dead.
What is that?
You're so fired.
This TIE fighter has a Navi computer, which means it has a hyperdrive. So obviously I had to take it.
Okay.
We have no way to get the data back to Rebel Command. With it, we can fly it there right now.
Kill switch. Kill switch.
Keep heading east until I can disable the transponder. Don't need the Empire tracking us back to Rebel Command.
Kill switch.
Too late. Enemy fighters .68.
So the bad thing is, Thorn's going to see how good this ship is, and he's going to want more of them built, seeing that the rebels can't defeat, as his crew can't beat this one.
Hang on!
And of course, he can just deactivate it when he wants. It's incredibly fast. And now he just turn back on them and shoot them out of the sky. Again, these shots are beautiful, just seeing the sky and everything. One down.
Keep it steady!
I'm trying not to get shot down.
Also, don't try and crash either. This thing is incredibly fast. The shield's holding well. I'm just surprised on why Thorn shot at it. Did he think he could win? Like, what was he doing? Did he just not want to look cowardly and duck and cover? Why would he just stand there unless he had, like, a plan?
Wonder who else is in that stolen fighter.
Can't figure it out.
If Captain Cinderella were piloting the ship, our fighters would not have survived this.
No, they had been gone by now. So he's now has to question which one of the rebels it is.
You know, If you get the whole ship blown up, I won't have to deactivate the transponder.
But it's good because Ezra's piloting as well, so he must be. Would he assume that it isn't Ezra and it's this original pilot? Oh, great. What's that? No, Sabine. This thing needs anti-gravity or something in it so the people inside don't go flying. And dead. Is that going to tell you who was piloting it?
There! Oh no. No, no, no!
What?
Oh no!
Kill switch?
Its transponder has been disabled. It's the Mandalorian.
Great.
Land the ship. Now!
Land it.
What's wrong?
Just land it.
They used it at Sky Strike, remember? They can disable the ship from a distance.
Start going down!
And best free trained pilot. Our new fighter will give us an overwhelming advantage.
He's right.
Governor, you may proceed.
Activating theft countermeasure now.
Theft countermeasure, great.
Once they have fallen from the sky, locate and secure the crash site.
Oh, no, no. Oh, you're so high up! Why doesn't this thing have a parachute?
Got it!
Got what?
The one wing?
Better than no wings.
Okay. No, dear. Again, needs its own little gravity thing in the middle. That's incredibly close, just smashing against that rock. Shame you couldn't salvage that thing. That would have been amazing for you to just have. You need to get moving.
Nice landing.
Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
The drive on Ryder's U-wing is shot, but I can use this one to replace it.
Excellent.
How are we going to carry?
Yeah.
Any way we can.
All right, hurry.
People are going to be coming for this crash site. You got to contact people.
But we can't contact them without risking a signal trace.
Oh, it's true.
It doesn't matter. We have to find them.
Okay, go on, Hera. You can find them. You got this. You got this. And just look around where they were. You can't track things in the sky. It doesn't leave tracks. But carrying that engine certainly does. I think you might be a bit out of your depth. Maybe. Another animal staring at you. Great. White Lothcat. Ryder had one. Is it the white one? Oh, yeah, it is. There's Ryder's one. Cave?
We can hide the hyperdrive in there and come back for it later.
You've left a trail.
I followed the White Lothcat.
White Lothcat?
Sounds insane.
Are you sure you didn't hit your head in the...
Gave you results, did it not? There's a giant trail. They're gonna find this thing. It even has a door to it. Nice. No, don't like that.
Hey, you coming?
Did you not hear it? What's up with the wolf thing? That seemed weird. First just standing and perched on the rock staring death at Ezra. It creeped me out. And then you can just hear it now? And what, Sabine can't?
Located the crash, Admiral, but there's no sign of the rebel.
They left the giant trail.
They won't escape.
They left the trail.
Secure the site. Ground units are en route.
They left the trail. There's a trail. How can you not see the trail? Better have snowed. That could save them. That one's getting close. Oh dear, you're very close. Go another direction.
Did they see us?
No, I don't think so.
We gotta keep moving.
Yeah, The wolves again! Oh no, it's here!
Ezra.
Can she see it?
Hey, I said we need to keep moving.
Can she? Okay, she can't hear it, and...
What is it?
It's got... nope.
I thought I saw something.
It's a force wolf. It's a force wolf.
Loth wolf. No one's seen them in 100 years, but I think I keep seeing one.
100 years?
Like from those old cave paintings?
Yeah.
No, what? No! Nope.
Sabine!
She can see it! Can she see it? She can see it! Did you say sleep? Did it speak?
What did you do to her?
I'm terrified. What in the weirdness is this? I'm so lost. You good, Wolf?
I don't believe it.
100 years. Cave paintings.
I thought I was just imagining things earlier.
What's happening? You don't like the Empire. Good, Wolf.
Glad you don't like the Empire either. They're looking for us.
Why did make Sabine sleep? Was his breath that bad? He's carrying her? Cool.
Are you sure it's okay?
What are the other... Get a helmet. Is she coming too? How is she staying balanced? Like, nope. Oh, you're riding the wolf. This is nuts. What has this episode turned into? You're staying out of sight. Yeah, oh great, you're perfect. Okay, this maybe help. This is definitely what I was hoping for. Hopeful. I feel good. Things, yeah. So, 100 years. These things have been gone. They're from cave paintings. That's what. I'm so confused. and it's got powers. It disappeared and reappeared and like teleported next to you and then made Sabine fall asleep with its bad breath. Where's this? Is it good? Is it bad? How come she's still asleep? Is she gonna wake up soon? She's out cold.
Don't understand. Why did you help us?
What?
Ezra!
What?
Sabine!
Let me guess, it's just gone like the... It's gone. What did it say? Doom?
How did you get back here so fast?
Didn't you see the...
Apparently not. Only Sabine. But let me guess, she's not gonna remember, is she? Because she got knocked out immediately.
I don't remember seeing anything.
What is
I
happening?
just heard you say wolf.
What is happening?
Stash it in the rocks near the crash. I think it'll work in our U-wing.
Amazing.
Then we can come and go off this rock.
This feels so much small. This whole thing feels so much less important than the wolf thing now.
There was a wolf. And there's something more.
Look into his mind, see it.
I believe you. All paths are coming together now.
Well, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Why are you gonna be cryptic? Why? Oh, my head. And it's watching him, of course. Is the animal? Is it the animal talent? Is that... It's smiling? My head hurts. Ending with the sound of a wolf. Okay, this has got to be the most confused I've ever been in Star Wars. The Force is one thing. Weird wolves now. So they're connected, whatever, with Ezra, and just they knocked Sabine out, and it helped Ezra. It doesn't like the Empire. Haven't been seen in 100 years. Cave paintings. All this feels so random. No, there's no... What is there any meaning to whatever? There's nothing... There's no... What context is there? It's just from a cave painting, and I'm missing 100 years. And it's just here, being creepy. And watching Ezra? It's clearly Force, whatever. It's something weird with that. It disappears, it teleports, basically. Is it going to be like, is it Bendu related with how it just manifests itself whenever and disappears whenever? Sabine, it showed itself physically, I guess, when it went to help Ezra out, so how would it be able to touch it and ride on its back? And of course, Sabine can't see it, and then it can talk as well. What is this thing? It said sleep. I'm sure it said sleep to Sabine, and then it said doom to Ezra. Ah, I gotta like rewind my mind now and just think of all the other things that happened here. TIE defenders getting worse. That's a nightmare in itself. Thorn's on the planet, and he's here, and he knows Ezra is here, meaning he knows that the Ghost crew will be here. So that probably means his attention is turned to Lothal and wiping them out and continuing the TIE Defender and wanting that to be whatever it is for the Empire. You also have the military the academy captain, teacher, whatever, on the planet testing out the TIE Defender. They're going to have more built now because Ezra proved that they're capable, because Thorn saw that he was the pilot. Sabine was the one messing around with the controls. I'm glad they survived. It does say a lot about them, but they were able to survive the kill switch thing. They are an incredible duo. I love how much they've been partnered up this season. They've been doing a lot. Mandalorian arc, they were partnered in that. Saw stuff they were partnered with, and now again they're partnered with just dealing with the TIE Defender. They're partnering them up a lot, and they did do something at the start of this season where it did look like they were focusing more on their relationship, and I do wonder if that's going to continue now. But yeah, so you had a whole lot of military things getting worse, the planet's getting darker, all of this stuff. Empire's growing stronger, they've got this thingy. Everything's getting bad, and it's getting so much worse. Sabine's managed to get some data for this awful thing, which they still can't send to the rebellion, so that's an ongoing thing. So yeah, it feels like they are going to follow like one linear story thread rather than focusing on certain characters. The characters are kind of done, they're great. They focus on the more linear story stuff, get this information to the rebellion, see what they can do with it. That seems like where this is going. Thrawn still, like, he continues to just blow my mind. Standing there as the defender's firing at him, he's just standing still and firing at it. He knows that that's not going to do anything. Is he just trying to weaken the shield so it can last less? It just seems odd, but of course, he's smart. I guess he knew that it was never going to hit him and that Sabine was aiming for the ship. So he was fine just to fire away, and he used the opportunity to look powerful in front of his subordinates. Is that it? Is that what you did there? It just feels like this episode is just so nuts and chaotic, and I'm trying to wrap my head around everything. Then they landed, or crash landed. They walked away from it. They managed to hide the hyperdrive, so they've got something to fix Ryder's ship to then move things, and they can do stuff with that. So that is something. That we're seeing gradual successes, which is good. Season 3, they had way too much success. Thrawn was letting them do this. Now they're actively fighting him, and their successes are more hidden and gradual. It's good. It's quieter. It draws less attention, and it means Thrawn can't learn much from it if he doesn't know about it. Excellent. But then we go into the weirdest stuff. White Cat is one thing. That thing being weird, I thought that was Ryder's pet. That I guess not. So that's just, it led them to a cave where they could hide the hyperdrive. Yay. And then it was partnered with the wolf, and that is just, the wolf is so creepy. Standing in a distance, watching, it's just, don't like that. It's the eyes. Something about wolves. A lot of creatures creep me out. I don't know why. Bears and now wolves. Dogs, I love dogs. They're fine. Wolves, on the other hand, their eyes look... I think it's just like the predatory stuff. It looks like they want to kill... to eat you. It's that sort of... That's probably what I don't like. It's their eyes. They look intelligent, or they look like... You can tell that they're thinking something. That's it. With a wolf, you can always tell that they're like thinking something. That's how their eyes work. If you look into a chicken's eyes, there's nothing going on back there. With a wolf, you can tell that it's actually thinking, and that's what creeps me out. Like, they captured it well here. The way it's just staring at Ezra in the distance and capturing his full attention, and they're just staring back and forth at each other. No, not for me. And then it just continues to be super creepy, appearing out of nowhere. Only Ezra can hear this thing, puts Sabine to sleep, comes round the corner of the rock, and yeah, it's just blah. And we're given barely any context on whatever this thing is to the show. It's never been mentioned before. We just know the cat was there. Now they've got a dog that's apparently been missing 100 years and part of cave paintings. It's a good mystery, I'll give it that. It's a good mystery. I'm just so confused. At least it's useful. It's useful, and it seems like it's good. It doesn't like the Empire. It's working with Ezra, but it's going to make him look crazy in front of people. Fine with it. Good. Great. It's just breaking my brain. I think I just love that it was brought in with basically no context. Like, they could easily just have a picture of this thing in the background somewhere, like have the characters reference it, like, oh, it's been missing 100 years, and you can you can expect it to show up if they like mention it. They didn't do any of that. No foreshadowing of this thing. It's just here, and it does things. Cool. It's fun. It's fun. It's cool that they've done it like this. I hope that this is the reaction they were expecting from like people. Because I don't even know what to think of this thing. Like, when you foreshadow something, you would expect the audience to be able to pick up, or some of the audience to pick up on it, and expect something to happen from it. That's what foreshadowing is meant for. This thing, nothing, no context, just out of nowhere. What am I meant to do with this? Like, I'm trying to come up with ideas for like what this thing could honestly mean, and I've got no idea at all. It's obviously got connections with Ezra. He's weird with animals, and it's connected to the planet. Planet suffering. What on? Is it like a protector of the planet? Does it show up when there's danger? It's been missing 100 years. Planet's now suffering a lot because of the Empire. It doesn't like the Empire. Helping the Jedi. Force relations. And just whatever. And it speaks. It's the speaking bit is like throwing me off even more. Okay, to begin then, these episodes are both fantastic. I love the change in tone between episodes 5 and 6, with episode 5 being so depressing and feeling hopeless, and how the rebels are basically just spending the entire time trying to survive. Then episode 6 is just nuts. It's kind of difficult to describe. It's definitely not depressing. I would say hopeful, maybe, yes, but they didn't really get a victory in it. They survived, again, but the tone, I think, it's difficult. Is it crazy? I'm not sure. Like, the things they introduce are crazy and nuts, but like the tone feels positive. It feels positive. It feels much more positive than episode 5's. And I love how they just sort of continue the story and actually use this tone to set what is actually happening. That actually going into this mission feels so hopeless, feels so terrifying, and now going into it, it feels almost random with what they're introducing, and it feels like it could go anywhere and it's unpredictable. But yeah, just focusing on Ezra's part in all of this. So he is the reason they have gone there, because he is the one that knows Lothal the best. The place is suffering. He's had visions of people suffering there. The Force is telling him to go there. He's finally gotten permission from Mon Mothma for him and the crew to go there and try and sort things out. The mission was to find details about the new TIE Defender. That was it. They kind of got it. So this is the reason they're here. Like, getting out is going to be a big issue. So they can get in, but getting out is probably not going to happen. So I do like that his sort of patience has paid off. He has sort of learnt from Saw, and he has stayed reserved, and he's waited for Lothal to come back to the Rebellion's radar. And I am glad that he's back, because this is his home and he does care about it, and it's nice to see a Jedi be attached to places as well as people and actually not turn to the dark side, which is what Ezra is doing. He's staying in the light while still wanting to protect the people that he cares for. His journey in this was to basically just understand that he's been gone a while and to get to grips with the state of that Lothal is in, and try and, I guess, work around it and he knows what Lothal used to be like, and now he's seeing what it's become. So it does create a good change in his mind, and it's probably motivating to see what it's become and to actually know what it could be, to remember what it was in the past, to try and bring that back. So he's the best person to have here. But then it gets into nuts territory where he starts seeing wolves, and then the wolf comes to him and no one else sees it, and he can hear one in his head, and then it starts speaking. So that's a bit crazier, but I think I'll talk about that later. But just seeing his journey, it seems very interesting at the minute. Obviously something weird's going on with him. He has a deep connection to this planet, and clearly it's reciprocated. So going forward, it's going to be interesting to see what does actually happen. It feels like the planet even wants him to help things out now, which is just weird, unless because the wolf, the nature, whatever, and his weird connections with things. It feels like it's becoming a lot more important, which I'm glad. And it feels like, yeah, the Force is basically calling him to come back, and now some weird Force wolf is talking to him and doing stuff. Things are escalating for Ezra, and it's going to be interesting to see with how he's developed. Like at the start of the show, he was so he wasn't dipping his toe into the more Force stuff, but he was almost being plunged into it with Vader, Inquisitors, all of this stuff. Then he's been withdrawn. He's been better in the more practical sense. He hasn't had to do any huge Force things facing Thrawn. Now it feels like he's going back there, but in a better headspace. He's not dealing with the darkness, he's got more experience now, and it feels good that he's getting involved into these more weirder Force aspects with far more understanding with it than he used to. Then I just want to look at Lothal itself, and I love how this basically captured a sadness for a planet and created attachment for the audience. Because that is something I haven't felt really in Star Wars, attachment to a planet. Of course, there are loads of planets that I like and I know, because like events that happen there that make them memorable. Coruscant, huge one. Mandalore, awesome with the culture, but I'm mainly thinking about the actual people on Mandalore, not really the planet. And this one, just seeing the actual planet and how it's burning away makes you so sad, because then you realise that it's not just people there, it's the nature of it all. That's all being destroyed. I just love that the writers and creators of this show were able to capture that on a planetary scale and actually make the audience feel such sympathy for this entire place. It really puts you close to where Ezra is in the fact that he's getting to see his home be destroyed yet again. But it's just on a much worse scale. And then Kanan and Hera continue to get their little moments. I'm so certain that their relationship is just growing stronger, and I'm loving it. Seeing them have their little moment on the run, and it just felt quiet. It was peace in the chaos. It was awesome. It really feels like they can see a future for themselves after this rebellion, because neither of them are denying each other anymore. They feel close. They're just getting interrupted by other people. Because this whole time they were not talking about what their relationship was, because they never knew when it was going to end, because it was in the middle of a war. You could never be certain of anything. Anything could happen that could separate the two. Now they're actually growing closer. They're not sort of separating themselves. They're accepting that they are a thing, basically, which is really nice to see, and it makes me think that they can see a future, and they can see they can see the light at the end of the tunnel for this war. They wouldn't be starting this thing if they didn't feel confident that it's going to last. It just makes me feel happy in the midst of all the weirdness and all the random and all the chaos and depressive stuff going on in the galaxy. You have this beautiful little light that's blossoming with Hera and Kanan. And then Thrawn is back and in person, so he's on Lothal. He wants the TIE Defenders, that's his thing. So I guess he's moved on, probably not really moved on from defeating the rebellion. He's moved on from the battle that he kind of lost with Bendu. I'd expect him to try and understand the Force more now, because that's what cost him that victory. The Force got in the way, or Force being got in the way. So, and now he's just working on a TIE Defender. Seems like there's still more to be done with him. But his scenes were really cool though, just having him stand there as the TIE was coming at him, shooting at the ship behind him, and he just did not flinch at all. He just shot back at it. Of course, it was meaningless. He was just doing that as a display of his sort of power, or it was to make himself look better in front of his subordinates, that he was not going to flinch in the face of danger. He knew that thing wasn't coming for him, it was coming for the ship behind him, so he was free to fire at it. Of course he knew that the firing at it would do absolutely nothing, but it still looked very impressive. And then getting to watch him deduce that Sabine was the other person in the ship was again awesome. Not great for Sabine because now he knows about her and stuff and all that, but again it's just cool to see his mind work and just see him dissect all the little information that he's given while just watching something. Like he knows Hera inside and out now, which makes it very difficult, but he doesn't know a lot of the other crew inside and out. Hera was one of the more focal members that were combating him. He doesn't know the others as well as he does Hera, and I feel like that's what he's working on at the minute. Sabine, we also got a lot from here. Love that she was piloting and actually sort of took control of the TIE. That was so cool to see, and just seeing her work on it and just move around it and all this stuff. She was the one that came up with the plan to get the data sheets and all that stuff and use it as hyperdrive. Amazing. So she is the one that's kind of making the best out of the bad situation. She's coming up with these ideas and using them without really an end in sight, but it's a step forward. That's all they need at the minute. It's cool just to see her have this enthusiasm with the rebellion and all this stuff, and Lothal, when her sort of stuff is done. It feels like we're seeing her in a new light still. She's no longer the broken character that we got to know throughout the show, and it does feel like she's freer. Then, of course, for the last half of the episode, she couldn't really do much because she was knocked out by the wolf. So, that is interesting, and yes, she can't remember a thing about it, which just says it's really weird. But what that scene did prove is that the thing is there, it's physical, and Sabine she was taken aback by it, and then she got knocked out. So there's not a lot you can just talk about from it. It's just really weird. Yeah, I just love her presence there, and of course she's having a lot more solo time with Ezra. Interesting that they're giving them so much little duo time together. It does make me think that their relationship is going to get kicked up again, because that was something present through season 1. Ezra had a massive crush on her, then they became family, but of course they're not related and they're teenagers. So I imagine that because they would technically be both friends and family, and I can see it developing further. And I think that is where this is going, especially with how this season started with Sabine and Ezra on Mandalore. Now on to the thing that's causing my brain to spin so fast. The wolf. Whatever this thing is, I'm just going to try and think and speak through it. So it can appear out of nowhere. It's clearly force sensitive. It can appear and disappear out of nowhere. Only Ezra can hear its howl and see it when it wants to be seen, and it's not physical when it's not physical, because it can just disappear. And if it was physical, other people would see it and notice it and feel its presence. It can make itself physical to appear to anyone, as Sabine saw it and was able to ride on it while she was unconscious. It's also able to make people unconscious. It can speak, and I'm sure it said sleep to Sabine, so it's able to speak a command and told her to sleep. Pretty cool that a wolf sort of commanded a human to do that. That's fun. And then it told Ezra doom. At least I think that's what it said. Not very hopeful, I guess, then. That's just creepy. And then the context we get from it is it's been missing for 100 years and it's on cave paintings. That's it. So Sabine's obviously seen it when studying the culture of Lothal, seeing people's paintings of it, and it was on cave paintings. And Ezra, being a local, knows about them and that they haven't been spotted for 100 years. So clearly they're mysterious and they're connected to the Force and all this weirdness, and they can speak. And they're also connected to the loaf cat and the white loaf cat, which is an odd thing as well. It's just because you've got loaf cats, and then you've got the white loaf cat, which is a different version of the loaf cat because it's a Force loaf cat. Now you have a wolf, but you only have the Force wolf. You don't see any other wolves. It's just the one wolf. So it's just a whole lot of weirdness all in one. I'm gonna need more info. There's really not a lot I can go off from this alone, and I love that the creators have done that. Normally when you would implement something weird, you have setup or like foreshadowing or something that alludes to the idea of this thing being there. Like I would just imagine if they wanted to set this thing up in a different way, they would have foreshadowed it through you'd get to see the cave paintings of the wolves, and it would become noticeable, knowing, and then you always can assume, oh, maybe that thing will come into it. Foreshadowing is just enough to show you it, make sure that the audience can see it, then just forget about it, and then, oh look, it shows up here. This had absolutely nothing I can think of that went behind it that suggested that this thing was going to be here, which I just love how it just comes out of nowhere. It feels so ominous, and that must be exactly how Ezra is feeling. They've managed to capture the feelings of this character and transfer it over to the audience seamlessly. It's just pure confusion. You have no history of what this thing is, no context of what it means, and it just appears and helps. That's all you get. We are in the exact same boat as Ezra, and it's done brilliantly. I'm so invested into finding out whatever this thing means, because Claire got connections with Ezra, his weird talents and with animals and all this stuff, Lothal, all that nonsense and that. So I cannot wait to find out more of this stuff, and it's just made me so... It's given me so much anticipation to see when it shows up again, to see what it will do. Will it appear to Kanan, since he's Force sensitive and he's very close to the Force, or is it something special to Ezra? What does it mean for the planet that it has these things? Why haven't they been seen in 100 years? Why has it got a connection to the other Force loaf cat thing? It also hates the Empire. Is there anything else the thing can do? Since clearly it has power, since it's able to make Sabine fall asleep. It was able to dart out the way of the Empire. It can teleport or move weirdly. So there's a lot going on with it, and I can't wait to just get more info. As for what's next, I am loving how this is progressing so slowly. You have them arriving at the planet and finding it incredibly different, one episode. The next one, finding the TIE Defender and just getting intel on it. You haven't even got it to the Rebellion yet. I feel like that's going to be a whole nother challenge they're going to have to overcome. But for what's next, I'd assume the next part would be getting that to the Rebellion. And they need to go back. So yeah, they haven't even got the hyperdrive. They've hidden it. That hasn't even been concluded yet. So they've got to go back, find the hyperdrive, then get that into Ryder's ship, and then get him off the planet and away from the blockade so we can actually leave. So that's a whole nother thing altogether, and I just love that we're seeing all of this so detailed and slowly. It's really emphasizing how difficult this all is. It's not just one episode where they can get into Lothal, find the TIE, get details, get out. They're giving it so much time and just showing how much pain the Rebellion has to go through to actually get this information so that they can survive these things. Like, it's not even a solution, it's just intel, that's it. It's not schematics or how to defeat it, it's just showing what they're capable of so they can be prepared for it. They're still going to have to fight them. It just makes me so curious to see how this can actually be resolved. Because you have this whole thing and this, I guess, its wider impacts on everything, we're also looking at the closer impacts of the planet with the wolf. Since these episodes are incredible at just setting up stuff to come next. It really feels like we're in the midst of season 4 now. Things feel different. We feel closer to the original trilogy, and I just cannot wait to see how this all ends up coming together, especially with the whole wolf thing now. But yeah, overall, loved both of these episodes. Absolutely amazing. The first one, loved the tone, so depressing, and just it felt great that it was depressing. It really set the stakes for what's happened to Lothal, and it really draws you into how the characters must be feeling. Of course, we're scratching the surface of how they would be feeling. I think we feel the same way as like maybe Hera or someone not from the planet. Ezra, whole different monster he's facing, seeing his home be basically destroyed again. The building that he lived in, that's gone, and now the planet that he's from, burnt to ashes. And then of course the second episode did a whole lot of nonsense, and it's just a whole crazy mess of randomness. We're also getting them closer to the actual goal of being here, the TIE Defender, dealing with that and bringing Thrawn back in. So these episodes did an amazing job at everything they wanted to do, and it made me so excited for just where this show can go. I have no idea how they're going to blend in the Force stuff and the Rebellion stuff. I'm just so excited. I cannot wait to see how this does actually conclude, because it feels like the setup was one thing, and then they've just exploded it with whatever's happening with the Force. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about these episodes in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for Season 4, Episodes 7 and 8. See ya!